I'm going to show you how to go to Pixlr and do a drawing on Pixlr. Pixlr is the name of the website that I introduced to you today in class. Pixlr.com is where you go, and then you can go to Pixlr E. That's the one that you want to go to. On the left hand side right here, it will have different options. It will say history, and the second one right here, it says create new, okay, right here. So you're going to click on that. Then you got to make sure normally by default it's clicked right here on full HD, and that's the one that you want, okay? But if it's not, click on that one and then put your name right here on the right hand side. So, and then title it, right? Miss Yasi music drawing. Or for yours, it could be like test drawing or just drawing, okay? And then you're going to go to right here at the bottom. It says background. You don't need to change anything else. Just put your name. At the bottom, it says background, and you can choose whatever color background that you want. Experiment with just white for your first one, and then you can do other ones after that. And then just click create. Once you go here, then you can use the different tools that are here. The main one that you want to use for this particular project is paintbrush, okay, or draw. It's a paintbrush, but it says draw. So you click on that and it gives you different options up here. So you can click on the brush where it says brush right here in that little circle, and you can choose different types of brushes. You can choose a brush that is square shaped or a star shaped brush. Okay, let's try that one. So here is a brush with stars. So when I paint with this, it produces stars. I can do another one of, there are other ones down here, or I can just do a circle one. So that's going to give you a soft edge, but if you choose one of these, that's going to give you a very crisp edge. You see the difference between those brushes? Okay, so use some of the knowledge that you have. So for example, maybe use different types of line to express your emotion. Okay, remember we have zigzag line, we have soft line, we have rough lines. See if we can find something that gives us more of a rough line. Maybe this one right here. Sort of. You can also space things out. Watch. So down here it says steps. I can make it more like that. So that gives me more of a rough line. See that? It's not a soft line anymore. So experiment with your lines. You can do a thin line, so you can make your brush size really small and do a thin line, or you can do a thick line. You can change the color by clicking here and then clicking on different parts of this. The top color up here is going to give you the color that your brush is going to be. You can also scroll these down or up to get a different color that you want. Remember how we learned about tints, right? When you add white to a color, so up over here are the tints of a color. And down here are the shades. And right here in the middle are the tones of a color, right? Because it's both black and white. So you can choose a color. You can do tones, different tones of the same color, or tints or shades, so different values of the same color. And you can draw with that. You can make your brush really big if you want to kind of paint big, and make your brush big like that, and that is going to cover a large part of your image. Another cool thing you can do is you can make brushes look transparent. So transparent means like see-through. So your paint can be see-through. Watch. Now when I click on it, it's not as dark, and I can see through it, and I can still see my blue color right there. Right? So that's one of the tools. You can always do Control Z to go backwards and undo, or you can come to Edit and click Undo if you don't like something that you did. Another thing you can use is go to Shape, and you can choose one of these shapes up here. All right, so there's a circle. If I click my Shift key, it will make a perfect circle. But if I don't click it, I can make an oval and I can make different shapes like that. Right now it's marked so it will fill. That means it's filled up with a color, right? Or I can click this and then watch. Now when I do a shape, it's not filled anymore, right? It's just the line. You can also draw lines up here, a straight line. So you can click here and then just drag it and you can make nice straight lines. You can make vertical lines. If you click the Shift button, it will make it nice and vertical. Or you can make it horizontal. Again, if you click Shift, it will make it nice and straight like that. Or you can make a diagonal line. Don't hold the Shift for that. You can make parallel lines. So remember, if you put two lines that are going the same direction, these are parallel lines like that. They never meet. And what else? Just experiment with those three tools for now. That's all I want you to do is experiment with it. You can, later we will go over some of these other things. You can experiment with these too, but the main ones that I want you to experiment with is the draw tool. Oh, you can also use pen. So there's different types of pen here. You can also change the size of the pen. This is for thinner lines that are kind of more rough and free form. And you can change the quality of that line. You can do a shaded line and you can experiment and see what does that do. Look at that. That's way different. Or you can do a furry line. What does that mean? So now we are learning about our different lines. I don't see. Oh, there it is. I do see it. Look at that. Looks like it has all these like little things coming out from the line. You can do a crayon. So it looks kind of like a crayon when you draw with it. Look at that. You can do parallel lines. Ooh, okay. I wouldn't say those are parallel lines, but it looks interesting. It's kind of a rough line. Trail. We can see what that does, right? So just experiment with the different kinds of lines. And look at, I've already made kind of a painting that has a lot of cool colors in it, right? Cool colors. I've only gone through lines here, but obviously you can experiment with colors. See if you can use some, maybe do a painting that's just cool color with different types of colors. Okay, or let's see how many different cool colors I can use in this painting, how many different values and shades. So this would be a painting to me that represents kind of like tired or sadness. Once you're done with your painting, then you are going to, and there's no specific thing that you have to do. This is your painting. You can make anything you want on there. I just want you to experiment with all the different tools that are available here. Once you're done, you're going to click File, Save. Make sure you put your name here too. Remember, I put Miss Yassi's drawing. Okay. Make sure it says JPEG, JPG, high quality, and then click Download. Don't worry about what it says over here. Downloaded, the image was saved to the default download folder on your device. So it's going to tell you where your image was saved. Okay. Close. So now it's in my download folder. Now, how do I submit it to my Google class? Well, you're going to go to classwork. This is kind of a test class, so your class is going to look different. It's going to have your what day it is, right? And you're going to see the assignment posted here. There it is. So here's the assignment, music drawing on Pixlr. You're going to click on that. I'm going to put this tutorial right here so you'll have it. Watch the tutorial. This is the link to our photo editor. Where you're going to go is you're going to click right here. It says your work, right? You're going to click add, and you're going to go to file because it's in your downloads folder. So you're going to click on file. This is the one time that you are turning in your work on your computer and not on your Google app. And you're going to click on upload. Click on browse. Go to your downloads folder and find your drawing, which I believe is this one right here. Let's see. Hold on one second. This one. Remember what it's labeled as? It was labeled as Miss Yassi's drawing, right? So yours is going to have your name on it because that's what you labeled it. And find that, click on that, open, and then once it's attached over here and you see it here, you click on turn in. If you ever want to redo something, you click unsubmit. You can delete that one, add a new one, go to file, upload, browse. Here's my other one that I did. And put that there. You can turn in more than one if you want, so you can add another one. And then click turned in. And you are done. Email me if you have any questions.